Seriously. I need a cigarette. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. Holy hell. Holy hell. Is it Thursday? I don't even know what day it is anymore because obviously you guys know I'm not doing reality work currently right now. So it's like, okay, what day is it? I don't even know anymore. Today it felt like a Saturday, to be honest. It really felt like a Saturday today. It was weird, but so many goodies today, guys. So many damn goodies. And well, you guys were there. You guys have been here. And of course, all the videos that I posted and, my little foul ups too today. Had a couple little foul ups. Yeah. Uploaded the Jeff Johns and Joss Whedon little sketch that I did on Film Junkie Live last night. That I uploaded the video and I let's see what happened was when I made the image of Jeff Johns, it saved in the same file as I did my thumbnail. And then it replaced in my editor. It was a whole fucking technical thing. And then when it rendered out and then I uploaded it, I didn't realize that it replaced the fucking photo. So I had to go readjust all that. And it was just one of those days. Just one of those days, guys. Definitely one of those days. And then of course I had a pre-recorded interview. That's right, guys. Pre-recorded interview today as well. So I had to fit that in there with everything else, as well as things that, obviously when it comes to reality life, and you guys, I've updated you and told you guys that, I'm currently unemployed. So of course I had phone calls with things that were happening with all of that and working out all that. So it's been nutty. It's definitely been nutty. And obviously it started off with that Batman teaser, which of course I broke down earlier today. Such a great little teaser. I don't know how, to start off with Batman so strong like that with Ray Porter's dark side voice and just with everything that was in that little tease. I'm going, okay, man, what are we in store for 5 more? And yes, we are going to get individual character teasers moving forward right now. And it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, obviously, besides the stuff that happened right after that, then we had, I'm just going to go, just the Bvs promo actually happened. Here, let me pull this up here. I forgot to, I should have linked it already, but there's already, there's a Bvs promo that we're going to be able to stream and own the new format of Batman vs. Superman. Sadly, I really wanted this to get released. And I wanted to watch it. But, the official Batman vs. Superman Twitter was like, get ready for experience Batman vs. Superman in a whole new way. Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition available to own on digital and stream on HBO Max on the same day, 3/18. And then, of course, 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray on 3/23. It's just, it sucks. From what I gathered, when it comes to this, Snyder really fought. He fought for it. He wanted this to get released. He wanted it to get released and sadly lost that battle. He's won a lot of battles, guys. He's not going to win them all, sadly, but he's won a lot of battles. But he didn't win that one. He didn't win. And then, of course, I think some places might be releasing Zack Snyder's Justice League also in their theaters. I saw somebody who's a follower of mine that I talked with him back and forth, said something about a theater in New Orleans. Any more details on that, I'll let you guys know. Anywhere that they're going to actually release it in theaters, I'll actually let you guys know. Because obviously we want to see this in theaters. I was really hoping something was going to happen when it comes over here, but it's fucking California. They're not going to release shit in theaters. But so there was that. And then, of course, there was the Dallas Zack Snyder's Justice League exhibit that Grace actually talked about earlier this week, and everybody's going, Grace is wrong again. And I was just kind of like, me, I'm just like, whatever with Grace, but she does have good info and she does have bad info. It's like, she's 50-50 with me. Sometimes, she has really good info. And apparently this was right because yes, there is an exhibit that displays the nightmare timeline of the Snyderverse. Okay. Not just like Zack Snyder, but the Snyderverse. And I can't show you anything. I would love to show you the individual pictures that somebody went there and took, but the exhibit opens up officially tomorrow. So I'm wondering if tomorrow will be okay. I don't know, but we saw costumes. We saw, of course, Nightmare Batman. We saw Nightmare Joker. There was like a different shot of Leto, just like that, full on costume. We saw Mira full on custom. She's like holding something. I forgot exactly, like a case or something. She's holding that, and she's holding of course, Arthur's trident. And then he had Deathstroke, Nightmare Deathstrokes. 2 images of that. He saw the costume. Costume looks pretty similar to what we have already seen, but it's all faded. It's all faded out. So yeah, definitely Nightmare World. We saw Cyborg, and he's wearing like, like a, I don't know, a cloak over him, like a, blanket or something, just like what anybody would in that world. We saw, of course, Nightmare Flash, which we've seen before. What else is there? That's pretty much all with that, right? Is there anybody else? I'm trying to think. Cyborg, Flash, Joker. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. And so there's like I think you see this one of the Superman soldiers that we've already seen before too. So all very interesting and all very awesome. But the biggest thing, and I'm going to do a separate video about this, guys, because it was huge, definitely huge, was the whiteboards. How many? I'm trying to there's so many times where, and I'm like, I need to hire somebody to just go back in all my videos when I talked about certain things. When did I mention a whiteboard? I think I only said whiteboard, but apparently there was whiteboards, apparently like 12 of them, and it seems, of basically an outline of what was to come, of the whole arc of Justice League that Snyder wanted to give us, him and Jim Lee. Okay. So, yeah, those all, whoever went there snapped a photo of all of those, snapped a picture and posted everything. And what had happened, Warner Brothers and AT&T were like, nope. I think it's AT&T. I'm not sure who exactly handles all that. It probably is AT&T, but they got all snatched down. That's why I'm not going to show anything right now, because I don't want to get in YouTube jail right now. So, but they're, that's even when it comes to the costumes. But specifically the storyboards, and I'm going to do a separate video because you could still talk about them. You could still probably read, as long as you're not showing anything. I think we'll be fine, and I think I'm going to do that in a different kind of way because, man, I tell you what, you read those storyboards and you see what they were. Mind you, that was a pitch. These were pitches to what they wanted to do. It wasn't like that. All that stuff was going to happen, but a lot of it was going to be, And there's some, when you get all the way to the end, it is magnificent. It's like, holy shit. And you're going like, wait, they didn't want to do stuff like, okay, they wanted to step away from all that. It was so unique. And it was just so unique to what they were doing over at over the MCU. It's different. It's definitely different. What was happening with all that, with the two timelines and the time travel, the way that they were doing it. We already knew like a little bit of what was going on when Snyder talked about it and the scary ideas and stuff like that. But yeah, the storyboards were like, the whiteboards, crazy. And then, so, but also we've seen one of them. We've definitely seen one of the storyboards, obviously. We remember when one of them leaked out, and remember that day, because I was upset when that happened, and you guys know why, because I knew where it came from, and I saw it a couple years ago, maybe 3, 2.5, maybe. I saw that thing, was told not to ever release it to the public, so I did not, because it was asked. Anybody who saw it was asked never to release it. It wasn't like we were holding it for a certain time. We were just told never to release that, but we knew where it came from. And when it finally did get leaked, the individuals involved gave a story of where it came from, and it was absolute horseshit. It was horseshit. It was. So I'm just saying, it was just that when that leaked out, that really just that really upset me, because I knew that wasn't supposed to be out there. It never was till today, I guess you could say. But I'm just saying, like, when we see all that, and then of course there's people that were arguing back and forth that don't pass them around. That's spoilers. It's spoilers. It's like, well, first off, it's not, because that was just an outline of what they were pitching. So that wasn't necessarily going to be, if we were going to get Justice League 2 and 3, wasn't necessarily going to be what was going to happen. There was going to be elements in there, a lot of them probably, that were going to be in there, of course. But it was a pitch. Jim Lee, Snyder, Zack Snyder, and I think even guy with the ball cap, kind of maybe. But then he was like, nah, fuck that. Who wants to see all that? I'm going to do that's a whole other thing. But What was I going to say? So yeah, that was just a pit. And then a lot of people are going like, yeah, Snyder wouldn't want this out. Snyder wouldn't want this out. Really? He wouldn't want those out, huh? That's why they're publicly displayed in Dallas? He wouldn't want those out. You guys got to realize. I mean, yeah, there's chess and there's checkers, okay? Who's playing chess? Who's playing checkers? 4D chess, if you want to even go that far. You think he didn't want those out there? He is, what he's been doing, what Snyder has been doing when it comes to promotion, marketing. Well, first off, the marketing has been exquisite. Of course, we also had Junkie XL release another little portion of one of his songs that was pretty great, the way that they did it. I'm telling you, marketing is top notch. And what Snyder is quietly doing is just showing you that how stupid Warner Brothers was for not going with his idea. He's showing them to be fucking stupid. Okay? I mean, you think that, I mean, that could be part of the reason why they pull him down. We don't want to show people what was pitched and everything. It's all crazy. You better believe that he wanted to get those out there eventually. Okay? He didn't want them leaked. Okay? He wanted his time. It was he wanted it to execute in his way to when he was going to release all those little storyboards and stuff. That's why when I saw it, I was like, and anybody else, they're like, don't release this publicly. Please don't. And that's why we didn't. And we knew, because it wasn't for us to do that. It was for Snyder to do that. And he's doing it in his way. And he's showing how stupid Warner Brothers is. And I mean, the hype levels for the Snyderverse and Zack Snyder's Justice League, like I said, like I've been saying, I said last night, I mean, they're up in the cosmos, man, out in outer space. Warner Brothers can't even get, I mean, as much as everybody's hyped for the Batman, they can't get out of the fucking atmosphere. They can't break the atmosphere with that hype level. But Zack Snyder's Justice League and the Snyderverse now, it's like, wait a minute. I mean, what I've also been saying too, I'm like, how do you not want to explore more of the nightmare world? And now there's a whole exhibit that shows the nightmare world that looks glorious, absolutely glorious. And then he displays all those boards that have the pitch that, of course, it's a little bit of, of course, present timeline as well as nightmare timeline. And like I said, I'll do a separate video on all that. And it's just crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. I can't believe what we all got today, man. And I'm like, what's going to happen tomorrow? I can't take it. Jeez, so much goodness, guys. I mean, like I said, February and March were going to be fun. I mean, March especially is fun. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what's going to be happening when it comes tomorrow and this whole weekend. Who knows, man? Who knows what he's got up his sleeve? He's a busy dude, and he's got. It just seems like what else can happen, and then all of a sudden something happens. You're like, your guess is as good as mine, guys. I mean, I know like people are like, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, I'm you know what? I'm kind of just like leaving the guy. I'm not asking him a million questions. I'm like, leave him alone. He's busy doing his thing. Let him do his thing. When he wants to talk, then he can come and we can talk and it'll be good. And then I'll ask him a million fucking questions. Jesus. Anyways, guys. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up right now. Yeah. Hit that like, thumbs up. If you'd be so kind, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. And then also hit the join button if you want to become a Film Junkie member and get some behind the scenes stuff and access to little things here and there. Or if you want to become a patron, you get early access to things like vodka stream guests, all that stuff I'm working on. And then of course there's the Film Junkie closet down below if you want to get some merchandise. All right, guys, talk to you later.